Is everything working? Is it? I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm kind of stupid. There's a cat, okay? There's a cat. And it's been trying to be my cat, if that makes sense. And I was like, okay, you can be outside now. You could be outside, but you can't be inside. And it somehow sneaked into the house. Don't do it. I don't want to do it. I don't like cats that much. But this one's so cute. And it's so nice. It's so fucking nice. I've never met a nicer cat. Hold on, let me share a picture. If this is your cat, come get your fucking cat. Come get your fucking cat. Come get your fucking cat, bro. Because this cat is so adorable. And it is it is too much. Look at this fucker. Look at it. You see my fertilizer in the back? That's some good shit. If you want like tomatoes and stuff, that's good on tomatoes. The fish fertilizer. It smells horrible, but it's good. Anyway, back to this. This cat is so fucking cute. And I have been feeding it because it just goes meow at me. And I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. The hell am I supposed? I give it water in the beginning. I gave it water. And I was like, does it like canned tuna? Because I got a lot of that. And I was like, here, you look kind of skinny. Eat some tuna. And it's out there right now. It's out there. But it's somebody's cat. It's too clean. Look at it. It's clean. It wasn't dirty or nothing. So, if you take it in, you need to get a check. I'm not going to take it in. I'm not going to take it in. No. I can't do it. A couple of days ago, was it Friday? I ended up getting an allergic reaction to the cat. Because I didn't have my glasses at the time. And somehow, in some way, cat dander got in one of my eyes. And it puffed up half of my face. And right now, I'm not myself. And that's why I was like, what do I do? I like it. Get dandered, idiot. Stop! It was cute. Fuck you. If this is your cat, come get your fucking cat. Oh my god. I'm still gonna pet it though.
Detective Glaive donated $5 to the most wickedest sawagrapesama.
Arigato.
Oh boy, look that cute little fella. Taking care of Ole Walleye, are we? Walleye is a good cat, yup.
You betcha.
You betcha.
That's right. I had some fish. There was a fish fry today. I had some fish. I had bass and I had catfish. And then I tried... What else did I try? I can't remember what it was. Did I have walleye? I don't remember what it was. I just like catfish, so... It was good. It was good. I'll take this stupid picture out of here. If that's your cat, come get your fucking cat! Stupid. Come get your cat. What were we doing today? Oh yeah, Higurashi. Now, we can do Higurashi. But... Yeah, we should do Higurashi. My eyeball's kind of twitching, though. That's the issue. Like, I feel like... Because that stupid cat And she just is so fucking nice. I just couldn't say no. I just couldn't say no. Supposedly you can unallergic yourself to each cat individually somehow, but I don't remember how. What if it's some weird like voodoo shit? What if you have to eat the hair or something? You have to ingest a hairball. Why didn't it say? Bob has super chatted $5.
Whoa! Sour chooses me. I'm Sour's top guy. Also, Sour is nice and cute. Oh, that's probably why.
That's probably why I said no. Oh, yeah. I don't know why I did that, though. Maybe
Deadly
I should check
Capsule became a
Streamlabs.
boy. I saw the Higurashi Mahjong game has more lore.
Has more lore? Oh my gosh. More lore? Why isn't it showing YouTube? Okay. Hold on, let me log in and see why it's doing that. Whatever. I like kissing my cat ears. Oh no, I can't do that. I'll end up dead. I'll end up dead. Oh my gosh, I can't even. Oh my gosh. You know what could be too? They rub themselves on pollen and they're outside. They're an outside cat anyway. I see them around all the time. And I'm just like, what? He has friends, by the way. Or she, it's a she. Wait, I have a question. I've never owned a cat before, so this question is gonna sound kind of weird. How do I know if it's a girl or a boy? How do I know? Male cats have balls. It does not have balls, but it could have been neutered, right? Look at the butt. Where is the... Okay. It's a girl if it doesn't have balls? What if you get your balls cut off? Are you already a girl? That's not how this shit works, bro. You're just neutered. It'll have a pussy. Well, some male cats do get castrated. Yeah, and I don't know. Yeah, I think it's a girl. It's a girl. I guess. You're basically a girl at that point. No. Oh, if it likes pink or blue, I haven't asked it that yet. Maybe I should ask it what it identifies as. Yeah, that'll work. That'll fucking work. If you pet the tummy and you feel nip... I don't want to feel a cat's nip. I can't even pet it that much. I'm fucking allergic to the thing. How am I supposed to know? A female cat will have a cat down below? What does that mean? What does that mean? I will check for cat nipples tomorrow. Just for you. I'll check. Do not pet her tummy. She actually let me pet that close. Can you believe how nice this stupid cat is? That's too fucking nice. Did you keep the cat? No. I can't keep the cat in here. People are allergic. Not me! But people. People are allergic. People are allergic, but you know what? If they're in the garden and they're patrolling and they're making sure those stupid fucking squirrels don't eat my strawberries, we're good. We're good. Cat smart, it knows you work in the fields. I don't want to be nice.
Mufin donated $5
Thank
to the
you,
most
Mufin.
wickedest Sawa Shama. That cat is coming inside Sawa. Your fate is sealed.
Yeah. Oh, I have a manga for you, by the way. I don't know if you were watching the members only stream yesterday, but hold on. Mushroom. Which manga? Champignon no majo. Is that? That is called Mushroom Witch. I don't know if you've been reading it. It's about a girl who lives. It was a witch, a black witch. And she lives in a poisonous mushroom house in the Black Forest. And she nobody can touch her because she would be poisoned and dead to dead. And she's nice though, but she's kind of into romance and stuff, and she just wants to be loved, but she can't be because anybody that gets close to her is dead. So it's romance. So everybody else, don't read it. Don't read it. Oh, my nose. Oh, my gosh. Oh, gosh. Then again, if it's someone else's cat, where's the collar? Where's the collar? But it's a very clean cat. I was surprised because I was like, usually Winda. Oh, my God. Yeah, perhaps it's chipped. You know what I want to do? I want to pull a Reddit and, like, put a collar on it. And be like, if this is your cat, call me. I want to know who you are. I want to know what the hell... what the hell's going on. Am I the asshole for putting a collar on somebody else's cat? I could also put a GoPro and see where this fucker goes. I could do that. And then put this shit on YouTube. Anonymously. Cats lick themselves clean, Sawa. You can't lick yourself that clean. She's really fucking clean, man. That shit gonna get stolen? No. No, you can't catch her. You can't catch this cat. I didn't name her, so she's not mine. I think that's illegal. Way to do it! Until I name her, then she's mine. But I didn't name her shit. Give her a name. No! Never. I didn't name her yet. Damn it! You're right. I don't want a stupid cat. I don't even want dogs, and I like dogs. Oh my gosh. Kitty cat. Kitty cat's so cute. Okay, let's see. Where were we? Higurashi. Let's go to the game zone. Whoa, 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 whoa. Can we name her? Name her Thunder Pussy. Oh, imagine calling out fucking Thunder Pussy. Hey, Velvet, how you doing? Watch out. Thunder Pussy's on the loose. TP for short. Oh yeah, I was gonna check the thing on the Steambox thing, holder. Let me check alert box. It should work. Subscribers, members, super chats. Is the thing on? Text to speech enabled. Then why didn't it allow for the thing to come in? That's weird. That's really weird. Okay, whatever. That was weird. It's probably because you said I was nice. I am not nice. I am not nice. Anyway. Let's go to Higurashi. Thunder Pussy. Name it after Lovecraft's cat. I heard that was just a rumor. But I don't know. Let's see, where is it? Where's the game? Oh, please, GOG work. Please, GOG work. Please, GOG work. Okay. Tiger-chan! But she's not a tiger. She's not.
Detective Glaive donated $2 to the most wickedest Sawashama.
Arigato.
You could name her Tiger Chan, Baby Tilda.
You can name a Tiger-chan, baby. I could, but it would be weird. Are you excited for White Boy Summer? Maybe. Maybe. Let's play this shit. Yeah. Oh yeah, I have to do the thing. Oh, Jack.
Mufin donated $2 to the most wickedest
Mufin.
Sawashama, Thunder Puisai.
Under poise. Okay. Okay, we're gonna continue. We're in a car? How did we get there? I don't know. Is the audio okay for everybody, by the way? I have to clean out my, tower here.
Dark Knight Nomad donated $1.69
Still
to
haven't
the
done
most
that.
evil list Sawashama. Do you like cats? Move to Texas and you can own a tiger like Mike Tyson.
Is that true? You can own a tiger there? I don't know. I'd rather own a, you know what? Pit bull or tiger? Chat discuss. Let's go this way. Discuss. I don't know. I think a tiger is just a really big cat. And it has like the same temperament as a cat. But they can, you know, tigers are cooler, so easy. Tigers are safer. I feel like, I know this is gonna sound stupid to some people, but I feel like a tiger is safer. I feel like it in my bones. Pit bulls are taking time. But so is a tiger. Right? So is a tiger. Tiger because you can get a fat check from the zoo? Really? Whoa. Tigers won't eat a baby as long as you pay attention. Ain't no way tiger's safer than a pit bull. I don't know, man. I don't know. Let's check the per capita. I don't fucking know. Like, I'm like, you can at least you can reason with the tiger and get it to fuck off. I feel like you would be more. I don't know. With a pit bull, you'd be more relaxed, but it's dangerous if you're relaxed. And then with like a tiger, you'll be on edge. So that's kind of safer, right? Right? Am I wrong? Oh my gosh. Pits are fine, just a lot of dumbass owners. Well, let me tell you, that must be a lot of dumbass owners. It just so happens that there are a lot of dumbass owners that really love pit bulls. They really do. They really do, guys. Oh, man. Did you know, fun fact, a pit bull can climb up a 6-foot fence? And the highest fence I can put in my neighborhood is 6 feet. I was so pissed off. Sorry, you a pit mommy? Hell no. But I have a lot around me. And I was like, dude, I need to fortify my place. I need to fortify it like the fucking, let me think. Great Wall of China, maybe? Maybe even stronger, let me think. The beaches of fucking Normandy. Let's put it that way. I need to fortify that motherfucker. But then I can't, I can't put, the Great Wall of Sour. I made it as high as I possibly could. I made it as high as I possibly fucking could. And I can't even. I don't trust white women with pits. Let me tell you, the pit mommy that lives near me, she had 2. She got rid of 1. She has 1, and she cannot, for the fucking life of her, control that dog to the point in which she just has it without a leash. She just has it without a leash, going outside, taking a shit. Yeah. There's no fence. She has no fence. She has no fence.
Detective Glaive donated $2 to the most wickedest Sawa Shama. Sawa the pit bull bunker isn't enough Shama.
And I live in an area where like people are kind of like on edge a little bit, you know, for good reason. And my other neighbor has a Chihuahua, who also is very vicious. And one time the pit bull went over to, I guess, fuck with the Chihuahua, and he came out with his fucking he came out with his AR. It was like, keep your fucking dog away from my Chihuahua. Yeah. It's like, I'd shoot it. I was like, oh shit, here we go. Oh shit. I love the Taco Bell dog. Which is why, like, whenever people compare pit bulls and chihuahuas, I'm like, I've been bit by a chihuahua. I don't know if I want to be bit by a pit bull. I can kick a small yappy dog away, bro. You cannot kick a fucking pit bull away. My favorite pit bull was named Smokey. He lived for 16 years. Aw. Put down for health issues. His secondary name was Big Babies. That is not a name! Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That is a very silly name, you have to admit. You named it after what it ate. That's kind of weird, bro. Big Baby. Oh my god, anyway. Oh my gosh. I'll take a bet with a chihuahua. Yeah, I would too. But I'd still take the tiger. I'd still take the tiger. I feel like one of those chicks that's like, I would take the bear. You know, I would take the bear. I would not take the bear, though. I'll tell you that much. I won't take the bear. Oh, pit bull or bear? I think in that instance, pit bull. I don't know. Pit bull or bear? Chat discuss. Bear! Really, what kind of bear? The kind you find in the woods. Yogi bear. Yogi bear. Pit bull easy? Yeah, I think I would go. Is the bear a grizzly? No. It's just a typical brown bear. It's a typical brown bear. If I was going to have a dangerous dog, I'd at least have a wolf because it's way cooler and smarter. Just don't get any fucking weird dogs that you can't handle. You know who won't take the bear? Shut up! Brown bears know when to fuck off. Yeah, that's true. You know, that's a good point. You know what? I'll take the bear. Because you can at least, like, scare them with something. I don't feel like pit bulls. I remember going on Twitter and seeing, like, pit bull attack shit and stuff. And, someone there... Because I was asking them, like, how do I defend myself? I'm surrounded. I'm surrounded out here. And I don't know what to do. So I was like, what do you do in case a pit bull attacks? And you don't have anything. And someone said you stick... This is what they said! You stick your fingers up its asshole, and it'll freak out. So I have to sodomize the fucking pit bull.
Last night Nomad donated $1.69 to the most evil list Savashama. Polar bear or DSP? LOL.
Polar bear or DSP? Which one knows how to, you know... Which one knows how to play a video game? I don't know. I think the polar bear. Oh my god, I would rather the pit bull kill me. Imagine you're dead and your finger smells like dog shit. And the police come to see your body. That's so embarrassing. Oh my god, at least it's not your dick though. What the fuck? Oh my god. Oh my freaking I can't believe the suggestions people have for protecting yourself against a pit bull. They have you should go check it out. It's the funniest shit I've ever seen. Oh my gosh. Oh. So many people in my neighborhood have pits. They just let them run around. So I always carry a pocket knife with me. Did I ever tell you guys the story? When I was off on break, right? Last year, my dad and I were driving down the street, and I saw this guy fighting with something in his car. And I was like, what the fuck is that guy doing fighting with something in his car? And we were at a four-way stop, and he stops, right? And he opens the passenger side door, and a pit bull gets out. And he just closes the door, and it's following him. It's holding on to him. It runs to the other side, and it holds on to his arm, and his arm's out the car. And it tries to, like, follow him and chase him in the car. In the car. And he keeps driving, and he turns, and we follow him. My dad's pissed the fuck off because this guy is obviously irresponsible with a dog. And this guy just let that fucking monster out of his car. He could have attacked anybody else, right? He could have attacked the kid. Thank God there were no children around. So, yeah. It was wild. So we stopped. He got away from us, though. But yeah, my dad was pissed.
Detective Glaive donated $2 to the most wickedest Sawashama. Catchy should have given the pit bull the doll.
Yeah, I should have totally done that. That would have worked, right? Right? She wouldn't have gone all, like, demonic and shit.
Never a good idea to let the dog run loose. Nope. But, I mean, I will say this. You're not gonna see a chihuahua on a fucking hard-ass fucking rap album. Do you? There's a reason why there are pit bulls on those fucking albums. I'm just saying. Y'all can play this game all you want. It's the owner, not the dog. Sure. That's why some breeds are really good at doing certain things. Nah, I ain't never seen a Labrador on a fucking rap album, I tell you that much. I ain't never seen that. Snoop Dogg at Dobermans, yeah. The pinchers. They're beautiful. Where I used to live, like 3 pit bulls got loose. Dude, I have them everywhere. They are surrounding me. They are surrounding me. They are everywhere, and everybody's doing it because they're like, oh, it's for protection. Like a fucking, like... It's for protection. A condom's for protection. A fucking pit bull's to eat your baby. Shut the fuck up. That's your protection, really? A fucking dog? That you can't control? At least with a gun, you point, you shoot, it's your responsibility. You have absolute control over the weapon. You can put it in a safe. You can put it in your fanny pack. You can put it wherever the fuck you want. Dog, you do not have that control. You do not. What'll protect you from the pit bull when it turns on you? Your finger. Apparently. getting like a taser or something, but I don't know if that would work. I don't know. Like this dog, I heard even guns don't work on this fucker. I heard it's like they got thick skin, yeah. I'm not kidding. You think I'm fucking kidding? I've researched this shit. I researched this shit. Get mammal effect. All mammal affected by pepper spray? Yes. But sometimes mammal get mad. And the mammal need to, bite you more. Maybe they view pepper spray as a seasoning. Most people shouldn't have a pit bull. Yeah, I agree. That's something we could agree with. They shouldn't. But it's almost getting to a point where, like, people are gonna want them banned, bro. There's too many news stories. It's easier to just be like, yeah, ban them. Ban them, block them. Ban them. Yeah, I love breeding them. I've heard that too. I've heard that. I don't know about it. I'm leaning on yeah. That might just be the bleeding heart in me because I've seen so many kids, my friends, other people's friends, news stories about pit bulls, biting babies' heads off and shit. But yeah, even the owners. What dog would do that, You think about it, it's like, you have to be some shit owner to fucking, like, you really do. Anyway, I'm sipping on tea, by the way. Yeah, I am. And do you want to sip on tea? Well, go to thedragonstreasure.com/sawagrapesama. Or use my code, sawagrapesama, to save 10% off your entire order. Woohoo! Yeah, we need the tea link. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. I don't have it on hand. That's okay. I have the worst chill ever. Why am I bad at this? I'm so bad at this. Hold on. Jenny's get to it. Okay, but you're a Jenny. You're a Jenny? Huh? Do they have a pit bull flavor? No. No, they're not on the menu yet. You know what I would love to do? Don't tell T-Man. You know what I would love to do? I would love to have a sour grape tea. But we need more sales. We need more. We probably need more. We need more. Plus, I have to buy some more tea. I have to buy some tea my damn self. Let me use my... Let me use my shit. I did like the coffee, by the way, too. He sells coffee. There was one, it was DL. It was very clean tasting. It was very good. It wasn't acidic at all. It was very nice. Yeah. Anyway. But then again, I am fancy and I use a French press. I use a French press to make coffee. I'm not like you guys. You guys use drip. I don't drip. Meant to ask, sour grape is it green grapes or red grapes, seed or seedless? It is actually grapefruit. Yeah. But they didn't have a grapefruit emoji. Yeah, that's what I'll tell them. That's what I'll tell them to troll them. Yeah. Drip is better than French press? I don't think so. I don't think... AeroPress, I wanted to try that. AeroPress is the best. I don't know. Drip hasn't worked for me. Drip's worked for 70 years. It's fine. No, it's not. Isn't it sour grapes from Mary Sops Fables? Yes. I was just fucking with you! I make cold brew coffee, treat it like it's tea in the fridge for days. Ooh. Oh, baby. Let's start the game. It's been 36 minutes and I haven't started. Oh no, I'm becoming a VTuber. Let's load. Yes.
さとこちゃんは多分そういういじめに耐えるのを試練だと考えているかもしれません。
My nose. I shouldn't have done that.
Satoko-chan probably thinks of this abuse as a trial.
試練? A trial?
変な宗教じゃあるまいし。
This isn't some weird religion we're talking about.
ご存知と思いますが、サトシ君はさとこちゃんをずっとかばってきました。
I sound so freaking nerdy now because of that cat. I don't like it.
You might know this, but Satoshi-kun always looked out for Satoko-chan.
さとこちゃんもずっとサトシ君に頼ってきました。
She's always relied on him.
Maybe I should just get the cat and rub it in my face whenever I have to read this. Just rub it right on my face. Oh, cute cat. Fucking piece of shit giving me allergies.
甘えてきたと言うべきかもしれません。
Although, almost as though she was utterly dependent on him.
I'd known for a while that Satoshi had always protected Satoko from their aunt and uncle. What do you mean more than usual? I'm okay. You got Vicks or mentholatum? No. Wait, I might have Vicks. No. But that was his duty as an older brother, not something to worry about.
それがトラウマになったかもしれないんですよ。
I think that may have traumatized her.
自分が兄にもたれかかりすぎたから兄が自分を嫌ってしまったんではないか。
Maybe she figured that depending so heavily on her brother made him hate her.
And for Satoko, the current situation was a retelling of the story a little over a year ago. But this time, Satoshi wasn't there.
だから誰にも頼らずに自分の力だけで試練を乗り越えたい。
She wants to overcome this trial by herself without relying on anyone else.
そういう力を身につけなければサトシ君は帰ってこない。
And that if she doesn't grow strong, then Satoshi-kun will never return.
そういう考えになっている
She thinks something like that now.
と私は考えます。
Or, so I believe.
Now that he mentioned it, Satoko had never said a word about how hard it had been before.
Don't take away my Latina card. I have Vicks. I have 2 things of Vicks somewhere. It's just not in this room, Baka. I don't think so. Where is it? No, I don't see it. I don't see it. Anyway.
I figured she was being threatened not to talk about it, but
みんなと相談して児童相談所とかに通報すべきかなんて話をしてました。
I talked with everyone, and we were wondering if we should report it to the Child Consultation Center.
聞いてますよね。
I have heard
昨年も福祉士さんがサトコちゃんのところに行ってるのは
that a social worker was visiting Satoko-chan last year.
はい。
Yes,
結局様子見で余計にいじめられたって話も。
in the end, they decided to wait and see, and we thought maybe that made her get tormented even more.
あれサトコちゃんが自分で通報したらしいんです。
That was. Apparently, Satoko-chan reported it herself.
でその結果余計いじめが水面下へ移行してエスカレートした。
And as a result, the abuse worsened, but it kept just out of sight.
サトコちゃんに降りかかるいじめも増え、それをかばうサトシ君の負担も著しく増えた。
She was under even more torment, and the burden on Satoshi-kun for protecting her rose considerably.
Wait. ¿Qué es esto? Her rose? Is that a figure of speech? What's that?
ひょっとしてサトコ。
I'm about about to get mad. I'm not gonna get mad. Nope, not gonna get mad today.
Huh? Could Satoko?
それ通報した自分の責任だなんて思ってるんじゃ。
Maybe they meant like value rolls. Yeah. Okay. Like rise and pass things, okay? I'm not gonna get mad. I'm not gonna get mad today. Nope. Not gonna get mad today. Not gonna get mad today, chat! Not gonna...
Huh? Could Satoko? She wouldn't be thinking it's her own fault for reporting it, would she? Coach nodded quietly.
多分サトコちゃんに通報の話をするととても嫌がるか、その必要はないと強がりを言うと思います。
Satoko-chan would probably either hate it if you suggested reporting the abuse or feign courage and say you didn't need to.
サトコちゃんに内緒で通報したとしても、福祉士に対し
Let's
て
see if I can sound
自分は
nerdier.
虐
Hold on.
待を受けていないと言い張るでしょうね。
And even if you reported it in secret, she'd probably insist to the social worker that she wasn't being abused.
That's even nerdier. Wow, this cat is perfect for this voice.
Satoko always acts tough and doesn't readily admit defeat, so I could imagine that easily.
一応児童相談所には裁判所の許可も当事者の許可も一切不要で緊急措置ができる強い権限があるんだそうです。
And the Child Consultation Center has enormous authority in these matters. They can take emergency measures without needing any permission from a court or the concerned child.
Then why ain't they doing shit?
虐待が公然の事実なら、サトコちゃんが否定しても身柄は強制的に保護されるでしょう。
If the abuse was known to the public, they could forcibly shelter her even if she denied it.
それはサトコちゃんにとっては負けを意味するものなのかもしれませんが。
For Satoko-chan, that would probably mean losing.
勝ち負けの問題じゃないですよ。
This isn't about winning or losing.
サトコは現実に
It's real life. Satoko, she's...
話を折りますが、
Back on topic.
身柄が保護されると養護院等の施設に送致されます。
After they placed her under their protection, she would be sent to a child care institution or the like.
そうするとですね、そこで暮らすことになるので、つまり引っ越しということになります。
She would basically be living there, so it would mean moving away.
ですから学区変更で転校にもなります。
And with the change in residence would come a change in schools too.
That
転校は
changing schools.
仕方ないです。
It has to be done.
それであいつが保護されるなら
If that's what it will take for her to be safe.
サトコちゃんはその辺の事情も知っています。
Satoko-chan understands all those things.
だからますます保護を望みません。
All the more reason for her not to want it.
どうして
Doshite! Why?
あの家でサトシ君の帰りを待つのがサトコちゃんの生きる理由だからですよ。
Because Satoko-chan's reason for leaving is to wait at that house for Satoshi-kun to return.
兄に捨てられ廃人同然になりかけた少女が何に生きる理由を見出したか。
She was a husk, an empty shell after being abandoned by her brother. How did she find her reason to live?
あなたのでなくサトコちゃんの価値観で考えてあげてください。
Interesting.
Try looking at it from Satoko-chan's point of view, rather than your own.
うん I felt like he was trying to confuse me with that hard to understand roundabout way of talking so unique to adults. The point was that I couldn't do anything about Satoko wanting to stay in that house. and that I should watch until she gives in. In the end, no matter what I said, Coach himself was saying to wait and see.
俺はわかりませんよ。
I don't understand.
はい
What?
俺は本当にサトコが危ないと感じたら誰の意思も聞かずに通報します。
If I feel that Satoko is really in danger, I will report it without asking anyone's opinion.
その結果、サトコは不快な思いをして俺を恨むことがあるかもしれないけど、
She might not be happy with the result, and she might hate me for it.
最終的にはそれがサトコの幸せにつながると信じます。
But I believe that will ultimately be what brings Satoko happiness. Coach turned to me and gazed fixedly. It's always the why! It's always the why, goddamn! Anyway, and gazed fixedly into my eyes. It was written all over his face. He was shocked at what such a young kid had said.
どうしてあなたはそこまで
Why? Why would you go that far?
Coach, no, rather, normal adults might not have understood. So I taught him the creed and the values that I believed in.
サトコは俺の仲間だから。
Satoko is my friend.
そして俺はサトコのニーニーだから。では理由は足りませんか？
And I am Satoko's Nini. Isn't that enough of a reason? I stared at him with a will strong and unbreakable as steel, and his eyes betrayed a tiny bit of unrest.
いえ足りないなんてことはありません
No. Of course that's enough.
We were silent for a little while, until finally, Coach said only that.
誓ったじゃないですか、俺たち。
Didn't we make a promise?
すみません
すみません。何？ What?
サトコを絶対に泣かせないって。
That we weren't going to ever let Satoko cry. We made a vow on that day of the barbecue party. Oh yeah, we did. I didn't think about it hard at all. But Coach and I still made a promise that we wouldn't ever let Satoko cry. Coach gave a dry grin of regret, immediately apologizing for not remembering. One way or another, when he grinned like that, it made me think that his enthusiasm for saving Satoko was a tiny bit smaller than mine. He lightly hit the brakes, making a skidding noise. And my whole body suddenly fell forward.
ひょっとして前原さんのお家ってあれですか
Could that be your house there?
ああ
Oh.
前原屋敷が前原さんのお家だったんですね
Oh, right. Maribara-san would live at the Maribara residence, wouldn't he?
Before I knew it, we were almost to my house. So, what can I do, Chad? I, Keiichi Maribara, am going crazy.
Oh, new case file. New case file. We are gonna view the tips of our new tips.
Case 31. December 1st, 1981. Prefecture Juvenile Welfare Division Report. Do not view, do not duplicate. Case 31, November 20th. Satoko Hojo. Well, we don't know how old she is, whatever.
Ah, my nose.
Residence, Hinamizawa Village, Shishibone. Consultation circumstances. Anonymous telephone SOS of child abuse. Abuse situation. Anonymous claims that a female child is suffering physical abuse by adoptive parents, her guardians. Family structure marks abusers. Adopted father, adoptive mother, older brother, child in question. Note, in June 1980, the child's parents died in an accident, and she was given to her uncle on her father's side, her father's younger brother. Child Consultation Center's response. On the day of the anonymous telephone consultation, the center called the child's school and asked of her situation. The next day, the welfare officer on duty visited the child's home and heard what they had to say. Both adoptive parents agreed to the center's coaching. Contacted Anti-Abuse Network in the city. As part of this suggested coaching, a district welfare officer in the area began visiting for coaching at fixed intervals. The scrawled note below is stapled to the report. Related information from former official Mr. W. Refer to 1977 document D23, number 44. Ask Chief Investigator F from the city's education consultation offices. He is well informed about it.
Is that it? So they already know. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Hello, Aunt. How you doing? Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-ba. We are gonna continue.
I went home and washed a day's sweat off in the shower. Normally, I could reset everything by taking a shower and forgetting all the bad things. But that didn't happen today. I got out of the shower to find fresh underwear placed neatly in the laundry basket. Normally, I didn't stop to think about it, but today I felt happy at my mother's consideration.
You should be nice to your mother. You should be nice and say that she's very considerate to you. Yeah. Sometimes they're not, though. I can hear it in the chat. I can hear when you say that. Well, sometimes they're not, though. You're right. But that's okay. Anyway, back to this.
At the same time, however, it made me realize how much Satoko must be suffering. At the very moment, I was appreciating this gentle kindness. Satoko might be being bruised by her uncle's cruel words. Or fists. I went up to the second floor and shut myself in my bedroom. Then, facing my desk, I folded my arms. My topic of thought, of course, was Satoko. We thought that if we could just get a public agency to intervene in the right way, the problem would be solved. But, with what Coach said, I didn't think it would be so easy. Satoko was obstinate, and she would stubbornly. Oh man! Stubbornly deny abuse and try to endure it. What is with these Y words, dude? Like, these Y words are really freaking pissing me off. Oh, man. Anyway. And that was an act of atonement towards Satoshi, who had protected her before and then run away. As long as she thought that way, the situation wouldn't be so simple. But earlier, before Coach, I made a clear declaration. Understandably, see, I read that, you fucker! I read your stupid chat! I knew it! I knew you fuckers were gonna put LY words in the stupid chat!
Why? Why do you torture me, chat? Why? Why do you... I had to deal with a cat today! Now I have to go touch it to find It's a cat. Stupid. Make sure it's a girl.
A girl.
Stupid. Shut up, Des.
Indubitably.
Oh, man. My nose. Sawa, how do you feel about the Nugget Saga? I've been, like, looking at it, kinda. What are you guys up to tagging them? Don't tag them. Don't use the art tag for that shit. That's kind of fetish shit, isn't it? A lot of them wouldn't probably like that. So, yeah. Oh, man. What the fuck is up with my fucking... Ah! Luli? But yeah, me, I don't really... Like, bleh. Oh, man. Anyway. Allergies suck. Yeah, it really sucks when there's a cat that loves you. It really sucks then. Oh my gosh.
If I thought Satoko was in danger, then I would do what I had to do. Then I would do what I had to. Stupid Sawa. In the end, that meant I was just going to wait and see, too. Nevertheless.
Get all the shots? Do I get all the shots? Can I get shots for this? Is it possible to get the shots to stop the cat allergies?
Nevertheless, I thought I'd drawn a clearer line than Coach or my friends had. If the time came, I would report it. Over the phone. I love how stern. I love this shit. Hold on. If the time came, I would report it. Over the phone. Yeah, I'm so badass. I'll do it over the phone. Anonymously. Given Satoko's personality, she might criticize me if she finds out. But I believed it was ultimately the best decision. Wait, Keiichi Matabata. Would that really be all it took for the problem to end? Say that I reported it to the public agency, like the Child Consultation Center. What if they stuck to their wait and see attitude like last year again? Last year, they decided to do just that, and the situation improved temporarily. But then the aunt, thinking herself a laughingstock, increased her tormenting in secret. In the end, things became more underhanded than ever before. This year was her uncle. I had just seen him for the first time today, but the man seemed much more direct, much more violent than the word underhanded could imply. He wasn't like their aunt. No, not that subtle. He was more direct. He might also assault her with punches and kicks. Might do a little karate to that big forehead. And I wouldn't like that. No, sirree, I wouldn't like that. That could easily be discerned from the bruises and such. Hold on. That could easily be discerned from the bruises and such I saw on Satoko's body. Shit! You're too naive, Keiichi Matabata! However heroic it may seem to report what was happening, if it doesn't save her, then it doesn't mean anything. Reporting things to a public agency was only one option, and leaving everything to them would be dangerous. We would need to do something more to guarantee Satoko's safety. I gotta do it! Hold on! No way am I doing it! Hold on! I gotta go to the Discord. Hold on. This is fucking rad. Hold on. I need to check the Because Hank did a fucking art. If this actually fucking comes true, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die laughing. Hold on. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? The one with the TV. The one with the stupid TV where she's looking at the TV. Where Keiichi Matabata is looking at the TV. Hold on.
You scoot yourself down.
Where's the one, is it in here? Sawaganda. It's in Sawaganda. Yes, it's in...
It's in here! It's in here. I'm saving it. I'm saving it. I need to check my downloads. Hold on. It's in my downloads now. Is this one? Is this one? It's this shit. Nini.
I'll handle them, Satoko. I'll handle them. Is he really gonna do this? Is he really? Because this was my theory. This is my theory of what he was gonna do. And so far, you know, he hasn't ruled it out. He hasn't ruled it out. That would be spoilers? No. That would be me predicting the fucking future, bro. So sick. Can you believe that shit? I predicted the fucking future. And I didn't need any fancy-ass gay crystal ball for it, neither. So freaking rad. This game is 20 years old. I don't care how old it is.
What do you want to do? You want to date the game? Are you sure? It can't drink.
The game is 20 years old. Oh, man. Oh, hold on. It already happened. It's not the future. I don't know if it's the future. Is it the... Don't spoil the game! I don't know. I just know that me, personally, I'm not saying that's something I would do. But, you know, if Oyashiro-sama possessed me in some kind of a way, you know, and something were to happen, all I'm saying is I'm Nini. All I'm saying is I'm Nini. I'm gonna close out here. Anyway.
We would need something more to guarantee Satoko's safety. I scratched madly at my head, thinking, then tilted it back, wanting at least a little bit of calm. Memories of angry arguing with my friends today came to mind. Damn it. I was embarrassed that I hadn't realized it until Rena said something. She was right. My house is big. Compared to all the houses with the straw-thatched roofs and roofs. Roughs? You know, I used to say roughs because I'm from the Midwest. And somebody made fun of me for that online. Fuck you. Fuck you. It's roofs. In Hinamizawa. It was really big. You pronounce it roughs? Yeah. Shut up! Shut up! Whatever. Yeah. We did actually have empty rooms. I never thought that we were affluent, but also never that we were poor. I just didn't admit it because people would think I was arrogant. You kinda are, Keiichi Matabata. But maybe my family really is wealthy. Yeah, they are wealthy. Let me read that over. And I've never heard roofs pronounced as roughs. I don't know what came over me, bro. I pronounced it that, I said it that way once. Once! And that guy too was from the Midwest, and they all made fun of me. But maybe my family really is wealthy. Yeah, and I could buy my own little sister. We had a few rooms we could lend to Satoko. Yeah, I could buy a little sister. The guest rooms are only in use when people related to my dad's job come and stay every once in a while. Plus, if we cleaned up a few of the rooms my dad uses for storage, they could work for her as well. As for food expenses, that might have been a more serious problem than a kid like me could imagine. Lunch every day would be manageable. All of our friends would have to bring a little bit more for lunch than they usually did. With everyone pecking at everyone else's food anyway, it could be manageable. For breakfast and dinner, though, that would have to be up to Mom. I would need to convince her to lend Satoko more than just a room. Of course, I don't even think convincing her of that would be easy. About how much did it cost for one person to eat? How many tens of thousands of yen per month? They couldn't complain about it if I shouldered that, could they? I only had 10 or 20,000 yen in savings, but it was something. I actually had even more, thanks to New Year's gifts and such, but my parents had taken all of that and put it into a fixed time deposit. If I could get access to that, it should add up to a lot of money. And if I got that far, I should ask Mion and Rena to share some of the burden. Of course, I wouldn't depend on that. Rena got mad at me, didn't she? About how I shouldn't shove responsibility onto others. I'd have to ask for help. Even so, I'd basically be saving her myself. I would follow through on it. Oh, but it wouldn't be only food expenses. There were a lot of other things that you couldn't do without, like baths and laundry. My mother was awfully methodical and strict about cutting out inefficiencies. And for once, that was troublesome. Yeah, she might even make reference to the money it would cost for the detergent Satoko would use for her own clothes. I couldn't think only about food expenses. I needed more money. Hey, wait. Keiichi Matabata, since when was this all about money? Even if you could afford it, you would need your parents' permission first. They'd be looking after a young girl for a really long time. What would I say to persuade them?
Okay, what would you say, chat, to persuade them?
Okay, so I see you guys don't provide me with a little sister. So I went and found my own. I don't like being an only child. We're weird. Only children are weird. Yeah, I'll say that. Only children are weird. I'm not asking, Father. Aw, she even says I'm like a brother to her. She's mine. Yeah, she's mine. How about you just have them meet her and then see how that shit goes, man? Just calm down a little bit, Keiichi Matabata, and you'll realize right away that you can't. Even if you ask them seriously, they would tell you to call the police. Even if you manage to gain their empathy, why should the Matabata family have to shoulder all the burden by itself? That's what would happen. That was it. It was very sad and frustrating, but no matter how much I wanted to help, my resolution alone couldn't save anything.
そんなにも子供って無力なのかよ。
Our kids? Are they really this powerless? I felt frustrated. I believed my feelings were stronger than anyone else's. I even thought they were stronger than Coach's. And yet, at that point, there were 2 knocks at my door. My mom poked her head inside.
起きてたの?
Hold on, I forgot how I did the mom. I always forget how I do the mom's voice. So I'll do it this way. Midwest.
Oh gosh, there. Were you awake?
さっきからご飯
I've
って
been
ずっと呼ん
calling
で
you
る
for
わよ。
dinner all for a while now. Oh gosh. Ara ara. Ara ara.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. As someone financially dependent on his parents, I shouldn't say this, but I just sat around doing nothing, and food suddenly appeared. It felt so natural to me that I'd shamelessly thought of it as the responsibility of the parents who gave birth to me. But when I realized that natural thing was actually a right, I came to realize just how hard it was to grant that privilege to others. Yeah. Canadian? Fuck you! Fuck you, I'm not Canadian! What the fuck? I'm not Canadian! Oh my god. Oh, my pain in my heart. Oh no. Oh no. Oh gosh, there. You really hurt me with that one. Oh no. Soon I'll have like a fucking flyer at my door.
Hey, you want to kill yourself? I heard your stream the other day. I think you're perfect for this. For maids.
It rhymes with AIDS. It rhymes with AIDS. It rhymes with AIDS. What the fuck, man? At least have it sound cuter. Mates. What? Oh, man. Let's see here. Even the boring meal in front of me, no better than it ever was, had more meaning than that tonight. I was gonna say than I thought, which would be true because I am stupid. There was more food for 3 on the table right now. For Dad, for Mom, and for me. I couldn't imagine how hard it would be to add another place at the table. Think, Keiichi Matabata. If it was hard to make food for 4, then just think about how 4 people could eat food made for 3. Oh. I changed around the way I thought, and with that, I began to consider an unthinkably bold plan. Is it the plan? Is it the plan, bros? We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. That's right. I didn't need my parents' permission. He's gonna do it!
Let's go! Let's go!
Oh. I didn't need to get my parents' permission. She should just live here in secret. I got upset when I found out a while ago, but if I remembered right, if you climbed out of the window, then shimmied down the first floor roof or the gutter, you could go in and out of the house directly from my room. Satoko's physical ability far surpassed my own, so it would be even easier for her. I hadn't even thought about it, but her living here secretly was actually a necessity. I'd only have to bring Satoko to my house when the public agency said they would wait and see. In other words, if Satoko's uncle continued to be her guardian, if, in such a situation, word got out that she was here, her uncle would barge in and drag Satoko back with him. Her uncle was her rightful guardian, so my parents would hand her over without an argument, no doubt. So, I needed to keep it a secret that she was living here. If it needs to be a secret, that having my parents help would mean a lot, but gotta deceive your allies first, like they always say. Okay. Persuading my parents was an unrealistic proposition, so I'll search for a way to have her live here in secret. When I was around, she would just have to be really quiet in my room on the second floor. The issue was the daytime. If she was hiding from her uncle, then she shouldn't go to school. It might be lonely, but not going would be the better option. I could easily teach Satoko the stuff she needs to learn in her grade. Actually, during school, I mostly help all the younger kids out rather than study my own stuff. During the day, I would need to go to school, so I wouldn't be at home. My parents respected my privacy now that I was this age, so they wouldn't go snooping around in my room while I was gone. I think. I think. If she holed herself up in my room, it would be okay, right? Right, Chad? Yeah, it'll be okay. If my parents did come, thanks to where the second floor was, she could hear their approach from the sound of them coming up the stairs. And there would be a little bit of time before they got all the way up. I estimated a few seconds that she would be able to hide herself in the closet. He's fixing to kidnap himself a house lolly! Oh my gosh, you're right, bro! Wait, Keiichi! Something doesn't make sense! If she can't go to school, then how will she eat the luncha? Then what will? Why can't I read that in Keiichi voice? Hold on. Waddle? Is that sounds so funny in my mic because I can hear myself talk, you know? You say it yourself. Say Waddle. Doesn't it sound like a fucking Pokemon? Waddle. Oh yeah, it sounds like Squirtle. Can I do Squirtle? Hold on.
Squirtle.
No, that sucks. Is he deeper?
Squirtle. Squirtle. Squirtle.
Stupid fucking Squirtle.
Squirtle. Squirtle.
He's my girl. He is cute though. I like doing Bulbasaur. I don't know how to do Bulbasaur. I don't mess around with grass. So.
If she can't go to school, then what'll she do? What will she do for lunch?
I feel like this is fake. I've never said Waddle. Waddle.
Calm down already. I could just leave her my own lunch, couldn't I? I should just go to school without lunch and get everyone else to split theirs with me.
Oh my nose.
Okay, that's good. No more contradictions or oversights, right? Oh, breakfast and dinner. I could somehow get her to go without breakfast. I can go with 2 meals a day when I sleep in on Sundays after all. Every night, I'd pretend as though I'd had a bigger appetite and ask for a bigger helping. And then, I could just somehow give part of that to Satoko. As a test. I stood up from my seat, with my plate of fish in my hands.
どうしたのケイチ
Oh gosh, there. What's wrong, Keiichi?
ご飯は座って食べなさ
Sit
い
down and eat your food.
Well,
ちょっと気分が変えたくなってさ。
I'm kind of not in a good mood.
自分の部屋で食べてもいいかな。
Could I eat it up in my room?
ボロボロ落として汚すぞ。
I'll just read it this way.
You'll make a mess.
食事は食卓で食べなさい。
Eat dinner at the dinner table. That's what it's for. Dinner.
ごめん。
Oh, sorry. Oh gosh, I'm sorry. Oh no. Gomenasari. Hey, wait. I only tried to take away one plate of fish, and they ganged up on me. In reality, it was impossible for me to smuggle food away without my parents knowing about it. But it must have been worth taking the time to think about. There must be some trick, some method to avoid them realizing. Hold on, I'm gonna use this, because I haven't used this. Since I have it, I might as well use it. Even if I can't think of one today, I might think of one tomorrow. Yeah, big brain cage, butter. Here.
Boom.
He's talking about like he's sneaking a puppy into his house. She's not a puppy, bro. My appetite was rapidly fading, so I finished early and went back to my room. I went back there and tried to think about it from Satoko's point of view. For example, oh, good night, George Washington. Bye-bye, bye-bye, bye-bye. For example, let's say my parents were coming up the stairs right now. I've got to hide. I've got to hide. I opened the closet. Clatter, clatter, clatter. It didn't open quietly. It didn't open quietly. Hey, wait. Didn't it always open real smooth and quiet? Why was it suddenly doing this now? Was this house even structurally safe? Was it already showing signs of dilapidation?
Dilapidation.
Or were the hinges just not greased well enough? Could I just apply some lubricating wax? The sound of myself might have been soft, but it left me uneasy as to whether my parents would detect it happening when they climbed the stairs. But this was an easy problem. I could do something about it. I just had to fix it up a little so it didn't make noise anymore. For now, I'll close myself in the closet as though I'd successfully hid. I basically always left my futon on the floor. I couldn't think of any real reason my parents would want to go into my closet. Even so, there still might be some reason they would. I might need to construct some sort of camouflage so that she wouldn't be noticed even if they did open it. Oh my gosh, this is so stupid. But the more she worried about that, the less time she'd have to actually hide, meaning it would be more likely they'd hear a noise. And then I suddenly had to go to the bathroom. The bathroom! They needed to use the toilet. So obvious, and such a fatal flaw. The only bathroom was on the first floor. It would be absolutely impossible for her to use it without my family realizing. I might need to set up a portable toilet, like a chamber pot. Hold on. Like a chamber pot, I guess. Satoko would hate it. So she could go in my room. Imagine the smell. Are you fucking Keiichi Marabara? This is not a puppy. This is a person. A 2D one at that. Very cute, very funny. But the stench would be pretty terrible. Anyone sensitive would probably notice a smell without even coming into the room. The bath was okay, though. She could just take a bath when my parents were out. But I couldn't do anything about the toilet. When her stomach started to hurt, if my parents were lazing around downstairs, she'd be in trouble. It was then that I noticed that I'd been clawing at my head with both hands. I sat down in the dark closet with my knees against my chest, I buried my face in them and tore at my hair. The more I thought, the more contradictions popped up. The more I thought, the more things failed. And the more I worried, the more I was reminded of how little power I actually had. My back started to hurt from staying in a cramped place for so long. But if I was to shelter Satoko, I would need to force her to feel this pain. To live in such a dark, narrow, suffocating place forever. But it would still be better than being abused by her uncle, or so I wanted to think. It got hard to breathe, so I gave in and crawled out of the closet. I looked at the clock, and to my surprise, it was 3:30 in the morning. It had felt like so little time, but it was so unbelievably long. When I realized that, I was slammed with a terrible urge to sleep, as if the time had only just caught up with me. I didn't have enough strength to fight it, and I fell flat onto my futon. Shit. I can't just go sleep like this.
No, do not sleep. Do not sleep.
If I waste any time, it'll mean I'm taking the time, wait and see. Hold on. Let me read that over. Let me do a little stretchy stretch. Stretchy stretch. If I waste any time, that'll mean I'm taking the same wait and see attitude that Mion and the coach and everyone else did. I needed to keep worrying about how to rescue Satoko for a minute. Even a second longer than everyone else. Isn't there a better way? Isn't there a better way? That one phrase I spoke to myself swirled around and around in a spiral and steadily took over my entire mind. For my last moment of consciousness, I thought there were a lot of blind spots in what I'd considered tonight. But I absolutely wasn't wrong for having those ideas. Tomorrow, I would suggest this bold plan to the others. Mion might be able to help somehow, and Rena was really sharp, so she might have a good suggestion. And above all, we needed to rescue Satoko again, with everyone helping out. I felt pathetic for letting myself fall asleep. I'm sorry, Satoko.
So, how do we feel about this chapter? It's your favorite chapter? So far, it's my favorite, actually. It's my favorite.
The ceiling blurred into view. It was hot. There was a thin layer of moist sweat on me. The voices of the cicadas permeating my room were somehow grating to my head.
What? 今日日曜日じゃないよな。
Today's not Sunday, is it? I remembered today was a weekday and quickly brought myself to consciousness. And then, finally, I leapt out of bed. Is it leaped or leapt? Leaped or leapt? I'll say leapt. The clock was a little before 10. I was totally late. When I wandered downstairs, my mom would get mad at me. There was nothing I could do, though. After reviewing the schedule for the school day for a moment, I suitably rearranged the stuff in my bag. I hurried and got dressed, then went down the stairs. There was no sign of my parents anywhere. Maybe they went out somewhere together. So that's how it was. My mother had probably woken me up this morning. Then I fell back to sleep without remembering it. And my parents, thinking I'd gone to school, left. something like that probably happened. I went to the front door, and as I expected, it was locked. Looked like I was right. It was further evidence of my speculation being correct. When I realized my parents weren't there, I suddenly felt less like I had to rush to get to school. There was one portion of breakfast left in the dining room. Probably mine. The milk they poured in it had gone warm since a while ago. When I realized how hard it would be to sneak food for Satoko, yesterday I had cried. Well, thinking back on it, food wasn't the only issue in that regard. You don't say, Keiichi Matabata! Oh my gosh. I wasn't in a position where I could care for Satoko I could care for Satoko by myself anyway. It was a heavy thing just to save a single person. I'd seen this on TV and in comics all the time. Those feel-good words about how you'll save our friends for sure and such. Was that why I ran my mouth like that? Swearing to save her because I wanted to feel good about it? Yes, I, Keiichi Matabata, am Captain Save-A-Hojo! I am Captain Save-A-Hojo, and I will save that Hojo! No, that was absolutely wasn't true. Because the fact was, I couldn't save her. Because I didn't want to think like an adult. Like I couldn't do anything but watch. Had Satoko gone to school today? I immediately realized that was a meaningless question. Whether or not she did, there wouldn't be a change in the environment she'd been placed in. If I couldn't save her, and no one else could either, then we could only pray for a miracle. Ah, shit.
I need water. Oh, my nose. I love that fucking cat. I love that cat so much, guys. But this is killing me. Like, this is killing me. This is killing me, the cat. I can't voice act and have a cat. Why? Why is this happening? Let me just take a quick break. Let me just... Oh gosh, man. I can't even right now. Everybody's posting pictures of their cat. Whatever. We're good. It's all good in this hood. It's all good. At least it wasn't a pit bull. At least it wasn't a pit bull. Get rid of it? I cannot. It's so freaking cute. It's so freaking cute, bro. It's cute. Now you're just making the Tenma people, the Tenma, the nugget. You're making the face connect talons into chicken nuggets. That's kind of cute. That kind of cute. Wait, this one is clear. Ah, see, that's cute. We made it wholesome again. That's nice. Anyway. I was scrolling through the Twitters. Anyway.
If I couldn't save her, and no one else could either, then we can only pray for a miracle.
俺たちは無力か。
Are we so powerless?
Oh, you know what? I have some Benadryl right here. I should take that. Hold on. Thank you for reminding me. I don't usually take this stuff, because I don't usually have allergies like a loser. But today I'm a loser. Oh, man.
Are we so powerless. With a vague goal of getting to school in mind, I sluggishly put on my shoes and stumbled out of the front door. I had only overslept by 2 or 3 hours, but the sunlight and air felt completely different from how they usually were in the morning. Well, of course they did. Once 10 o'clock came around, you could barely call it morning anymore. I didn't feel like walking the same old route or route. What do you guys say? I say route. Sometimes root grow in the ground, right? But route is a direction. But sometimes you say root. Root. Right? You see how hard this is for me? What do you say? You say both? I say both too. It's so hard. Reading is so hard, chat.
It's so hard for these old eyes. I can't read this.
Oh, man. I didn't feel like taking the same route to school. See, route? Oh, gosh, there, route. I could just say route. I say route. I use route over route. Dude, I'm so mad.
I am so mad. I am so very, very mad.
I didn't feel like taking the same old route to school. I needed to ultimately end up there, but it was like I didn't want to choose the shortest route, the most proactive one to get to school. Stop it. The Midwest debuff. Shut up! Shut up! Shut up, yo! Oh. Yeah, I got it right, but I had to force myself to, do it. I had to force myself. Oh, man. Put in a more positive light. Maybe I wanted some time to walk by myself and think. I had to go to school. Partly to make sure Satoko was safe. But I hadn't come up with any plans yet. Nothing since last night. So the path I took from my house was in a complete opposite direction. If I went this way, I'd pass Rena's house and the dam site. It would be quite the detour. I calculated how long of a detour it would end up being. Then, satisfied with the answer, I started to walk. Rena had brought me to the dam site a few times. One section of it had been turned into an unlawful, oversized garbage dump, and Rena really liked going fishing for junk in there. Without that, she'd come off as a completely normal girl, too. I don't know. She hit me. I don't know. Is that what normal girls do? Is that what ladylike women do? They hit people with their big, meaty fists? I don't think that's what women do. I don't think they do that. Without that, she'd come off as a completely normal girl, too. I can think of a few other qualities she could do without, but whatever. The view quickly opened up wide, and I was hit with a strong wind. There was no shelter here at this big damn site. This big damn site! Maybe it was a good thing that I came here, I thought. At the very least, it was more healthy to think about stuff in a place like this instead of my cramped bedroom. I took a deep breath. Oh man, and filled my lungs with the rich, cold air unique to Hinamizawa.
Ring, ring.
I turned around reflexively. It was a bicycle bell. Considering where I was standing, I don't think they were trying to get me out of the way. They'd rang the bell because they wanted something from me.
いやあ、申し訳ないね。
Who are you? Do we know them? I don't know it. Oh no, I'm getting sleepy already. No! This was a trick. This was a trick to get me to go to bed. This was a trick. Lama, you don't remember Tomitake? Wait, is he the guy who dies? Yeah, he was at the festival. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he dies. He dies every chapter? Well, so far. We don't know if he's gonna die this time. And if you do, no spoilers! No spoilers. Okay. What were we thinking? Oh, yeah. How should I voice him?
Yeah, bruh. Hey, excuse me.
君、ひなみ沢の人だ
You're
よ
from
ね。
Higurashi, right?
そうですけど。
Yes, why? I've seen this person around a few times. Right. I remembered. His name, I think, was Tomitake, a freelance photographer who lived in Tokyo. He would zealously visit Hinazawa every season to take pictures. Or so Mion and the others told me, I think. I'll
ウ
do
ル
a
デ神社
deeper
って
cage
ここから
for
どう行けばいいか
Yeah,
教え
because
ても
his
らえない
balls
か
obviously dropped. So we're gonna hit here. Is this okay? Should I go deeper? Ew. 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 Ew, cha. Could you tell me how to get to the Furude shrine from here?
マップを宿に置いてきちゃったみ
I
たいで
think
ね
I left my map at the end.
困ってたんだよ
I don't know where to go. Like, I don't know where to go. He's such a dunderhead.
ここから神社ですか？
The shrine from here? I knew where everything was in my head, but explaining how to get there was difficult. How about you just hold his little hand and just woo, la 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 la, over there. Just read the signs, bruh. Just read the signs. They're everywhere, bro. Aliens are real. I was a little irritated at having been bothered for this, but when I realized it meant my detour actually meant something, that feeling faded quickly. Yes, I can be of use for this guy.
教えてもいいですけど、ちょっと口で説明するのは難しいですよ。
I'll tell you, but it's a little difficult to explain.
一緒でよければ連れて行ってあげますけど。
I could bring you there if you don't mind.
え
Really?
それはかたじけない
I
ね
would be in your debt.
助かるよ
Thanks a lot, bro.
あ
Oh, I
で
made
も
a friend.
いいのかい
But are you sure?
君の用事は
Did you have something to do? Do.
Do you hear how deep that is? Puberty's a bitch. Puberty's a bitch. Wait, has he... Wait, Desu? Wait, what has he been taking pictures of? Is he one of those weirdos that takes pictures of construction equipment? That's not good point. Good night, Big Midget! That's a good point. Yeah, that's also a good point, Snake Dude for Life. If he's been to the village, taking pictures for years, how does he not know where the shrine is? Almonds activated. Alright, my nose is stuffy. But yes.
Tomitake-san finally appeared to have realized how strange it was for a student like me to be here at this time of day. I smoothly told him not to worry about it, then turned my back and started walking towards the Furude shrine. Yeah, I'm going to school. Yeah, in the opposite direction. Tomitake-san hurried to turn his bike around and came after me.
ごめんごめん。
sorry.
気にしないでくれよ。男には組織を離れて一匹狼になりたい時もあるんだからね。
Don't worry, bro. All guys have times when they need to split up from the pack and be lone wolves for a while. What a free-minded freelancer. Oh. It was easier for me too, that he wasn't under that impression.
僕は
That he's
Tomitake
under that impression. I'm Tomitake,
フリーカメラマンさ
a freelance photographer, bro.
専門は野鳥と風景
Let me hear that again. Where's that?
僕は Tomitake フリーカメラマンさ専門は野鳥と風景
Okay. I like the way they said that. That was pretty.
I specialize in wild birds and landscapes.
まだまだ無名だけどね
I'm still pretty unknown, though. It seemed absurd for him to introduce himself when I was just showing him to the shrine, but he gave me his name, so I decided to give mine back.
前原圭一です。
I am Keiichi Manabata, and I am Captain Seiba Hojo.
まあよろしく。
Pleased to meet you, I guess.
圭一くんかい
Manabata-Q.
よろしくね
Pleased to meet you, bro. He seemed like a pretty silly man, but that felt kind of good considering I'd been suffocating with worry over Satoko all night. Along the way, Tomitake-san spoke at length to me about how precious the nature of Hinamizawa was, and how it was a treasure trove of rare wild birds, despite my not having asked. I wasn't interested in what he had to say, but he seemed to be enjoying himself, so I left him to it.
この石段を上がれば神社の境内です。
Oh man. Oh no. These steps will take you right up to the shrine grounds.
ありがとう。
Thank you.
助かったよ。
You really helped me out, bro.
ああ、ちょっと遅刻しちゃったかな。
I think I'm a little late. As Tomitake-san mumbled to himself, he left his bicycle nearby and started to climb the stairs quickly. I didn't have to watch, but as far as my internal clock could guess, it was still late in the morning. School wasn't very far from here. Maybe I could kill a little more time until then. Yeah, bitches, we're playing hooky. With that in mind, I went up the stairs in pursuit of Tomitake-san. Hey, tell me more about them birds, eh? Tell me more about them birds. What's your favorite bird, chat, and why is it cardinal? Let me know. Let me know in the chat. Oh, you like taking pictures of birds? Name all birds. I like owls. Okay. They're okay, I guess. Best bird is crow. Cardinal is very red. The females look so cute too. Usually with birds, the females look like shit. They look terrible. But with cardinals, they're very cute. I have some that live nearby. I feed them. So, I make sure they're around. I also like blue jays because they fucking are hilarious. They mess with sparrows all the time. It's very funny. You like roosters? Oh no. Oh no. Woodpecker chat? Okay. What's a grackle?
What is that? I've never heard of this.
Grackle.
Let me look it up on my phone.
What is a grackle, baby? It sounds like a Pokemon.
I choose you! Grackle! What the fuck is a grackle? I'll have to Google it. Oh gosh, there. Grackle. Grackle. What? This sounds like a fucking hood name. Listen to this. I'm reading, I guess the wiki.
Quinscavulus is a genus of 7 grackle species native to North and South America as part of the Icteriid family.
Quiscalus. Quiscalus sounds like a fucking hood name, bro. Quiscalus. Your bird is doing time. Your bird is... Lock the car. There's a Quiscalus going around. Quiscalus. Oh my gosh. Scientific name. Why... Hate scientific names. Are crackles good birds to have around? Listen to this.
Grackles are a mixed bag. They can be both beneficial and detrimental to have around.
So yeah, your bird is doing time, bro. Oh my gosh. Your bird is doing time.
Okay, let's see here. When I reached the top of the long staircase, I arrived at the wide open shrine grounds that were too grand looking for this tiny village. Tomitake-san. Oh, there he is. It looked like he was supposed to be meeting someone here. He got lost and ended up being late. He was bowing to a lady who must have been the person he was meeting. That lady. I know her.
あら、前原くんじゃない。
Oh, is that you, Marabara-kun?
こんにちは。
Hello there.
Detective Glaive donated $2 to the most wickedest Sawashama. Kiat, Louise, and Aaron are doing time. You betcha.
You betcha they are. You betcha they doing hard time in the Cook County Jail. Yeah.
Oh, is that you, Marabara-kun? Hello there.
今日は学校はお休みかしら？
Are you off from school today?
あれ
What?
なんだ、ケイイチ君ついてきたのかい？
What a buttercoon, bro. You followed me?
別にそんなつもりはないですよ。
I wasn't really planning to.
ただ、ちょっと時間潰しがした
I
かった
just
だけで
wanted to
す。
kill some time. Yeah.
あらあら。
Ara ara. Oh my. Oh my.
重役出勤とは優雅なものね。さすがは有名人。今から大物ぶりを発揮してること。
Ara ara, Gracul-kun. I see you're trying to rob the liquor store again. Oh my, arriving at work late like an executive. How refined. You certainly are famous, taking the time to look like a big shot.
What was I a celebrity? Oh my gosh! I'm a celebrity, chat. You hear that? Yeah. Well, she did say my name out of nowhere, anyway. I was oddly concerned about what she meant by famous.
あら、私の名前はまだ思い出せない？
Oh, you still can't remember my name? Oh no.
高野美代さんだよ。
Chuh, this is Takano. I remember that name. Hold on. She dies too.
村の診療所に勤めてる。
She works at the village clinic.
ケイイチ君は健康そうだから、あ
What about Kun? You
まり
seem
病院のお
healthy.
世話にはなら
So
ない
you
かな。
probably haven't been to the hospital much, have you, bro?
せっかくお知り合いになれたんだから、今度病気か何かできたら、ちょっぴりだけサービスしてあげようかしらね。
Now that we're finally acquaintances, the next time you're sick or anything, I suppose I'll give you a little bit of special treatment.
Oh my gosh. She loves me! She loves me! She loves me! She doesn't love you. She loves me! Woohoo! This lady named Takano-san. I kind of didn't remember her. Maybe we'd passed each other on the street a few times, but I was pretty sure this was the first time we talked. Well, this is Hinamizawa. Oh, man. Let me start that over. Well, this is Hinamizawa. Even if I don't know a person's name, it's not unusual for them to know mine. I glanced at Takano-san, and she had a bag. Hold on. I glanced at Takano-san, and saw she had a bag and a camera.
Oh my god!
ひょっとして二人とも写真仲間ですか？
Hello, nurse.
Yeah.
Are you photography partners?
あ、それで待ち合わせを。
Are you photography partners? Was that why you were meeting each other?
仲間でなんてとんでもない。
Oh, we're nothing like partners.
素人の私に二郎さんが優しくてほどきをしてくださるだけなのよ。
I am but an amateur, and Jiro-san is gently initiating me into it.
ねえ。
Right?
あ、そんなことないよ。
That's not it at all.
高野さんは飲み込みが早いからね。
Takano-san's a quick
僕の
learner.
指導なんかなくても、実に自由に撮影をこなせよ。
She could take pictures just fine without my guidance.
本当さ。
本当? I mean it. I couldn't tell which of them was ahead in the conversation. Well, they were certainly one couple you wouldn't get tired of
い
watching.
よいよあさってが綿流しね。
The festival is finally coming up the day after tomorrow.
今年はいい写真が撮れるといいんだけど。
I hope I can take some good pictures this year.
明日の設営シーンからレンズに収めるつもりだよ。
I plan on taking some shots of the setup tomorrow.
そういう準備風景からも
I want to
お祭
capture
り
the
の活力
festival
を捉え
energy
たいんだ。
shown by the preparations for it too. Wait a minute! This reminds me of last year. Are they gonna try, or the last timeline? Are they gonna try and break in again? Are they that dumb? Oh, I just remembered. There was some village festival called Watanagashi or something the day after tomorrow, on Sunday.
ひなみ沢の守り神、お社様に感謝するため、古い布団を積み重ねて供養する、そんなお祭りでしたっけ？
They hold a service with a pile of old futons in order to give thanks to Hinamisawa's guardian deity, Oyashiro-sama, I think. Right?
あら、ご名答。
Oh, you're correct.
前原くん、引っ越してきたばかりにしては博識ね。
You have quite extensive knowledge despite just having moved here.
そう。お社様に感謝するためのお祭り。
Yes, it is a festival to give thanks to Oyashiro-sama.
Takano smiled somehow meaningfully, but didn't tell me what part of a festival to thank Oyashiro-sama. Wait, hold on. Takano-san smiled somehow meaningfully, but didn't tell me what part of a festival to thank Oyashiro-sama needed to be laughed at. That is a weird translation, but I know what he means. Good night, monkeys, uncle! Thanks for being here. Poi, poi, poi.
やれやれ。高野さんは。
Cryptic as ever, Takano-san.
でも、どうだろうね、今年は。
I do wonder what'll happen this year.
二度あることは三度ある。
You know what they say. If it happens twice, it'll happen a third time.
そしてもう四度あったのよ。
And it's already happened 4 times.
5度目がないと言える方が何の根拠もないと思うけれど。
I think there's less evidence that it won't happen a 5th time, don't you think?
I knew what they meant by their whispered exchange. On the day of the Watanagashi, a freak death always occurs, which people call Yoshiro-sama's curse, and a disappearance occurs that people call demoned away. Demoned away. These strange events have happened 4 years running, and Watanagashi, rapidly approaching the day after tomorrow, marked the 5th.
村の旧敵にたたりをなすお社様か。
Yoshiro-sama puts a curse on enemies of the village, eh?
今年もあるとして、果たしてその矛を受けるのは誰になるだろう
If
ね。
it does happen this year, I wonder, bro, who will find themselves at gunpoint?
あ、僕はここに来るたびにちゃんとお参りしてお賽銭を入れてる。
I always come here to pray and donate money whenever I visit.
僕じゃないことは確かだよ。
It won't be me for sure.
We shall remember this. It won't be him, guys.
He gives the money, baby.
It won't be him. Why would it be him? It won't be me. It'll never be me. It'll never be me.
あらそう。
Oh, is that so?
近年のお社様は異邦人には特に厳しいって話よ。
They say that Oyashiro-sama has been especially harsh on outsiders recently, you know.
引っ越してきたばかりとはいえ、前原くんはちゃんとひなみ沢に住んでる村人だけど。
Marabara-kun may have only just moved in, but he's a proper member of Hinamizawa.
二郎さんは毎年来るだけのただのよそ者。
But you, Jiro-san, you are a stranger who only comes once a year.
さーて、今年は見逃してもらえるかしら。
I wonder, will he let you go this year?
ひどいな。
That's harsh. That's harsh. Why is she doing this to me? No, don't do this to me, mommy. Tomitake-san was the only one with a pained grin, but we were all smiling. You're laughing at your bro getting bullied by a bimbo. Bullied. Me included. Oyashiro-sama, the one who used a curse to kill people involved with the dam construction project, one after the next. He killed the dam construction manager, killed Satoko's parents for supporting it, and the next year, he even killed her aunt. If the demoning away was part of that curse, then you could add Satoshi to the list of victims. As I thought about it, I realized that in such a serial freak... Yeah, I realized that in the serial freak death incidents, the overwhelming majority had the last name Hojo. Half of the deaths and disappearances had come from the Hojo family. The Hojo family lived here in Hinamizawa. Did that mean Oyashiro-sama punished and cursed them particularly harshly because despite that, they had been in favor of the dam?
サトコのおじが帰ってきたって話は
So this
聞
is
いて
what
ます
I'm
か
gonna do as Keiichi Marabara. This is what I would do. Hypothetically,
Hypothetically speaking, of course.
I would. I'm gonna share the footage again. You see this? You see this here? Okay. I'm Hernini. Let's just say Watanagashi Festival pops up. Everyone would think it would be Oyashiro-sama. I could just, take care of business and everybody would be safe from that weirdo. Yeah. Except the cops Fuck the cops. They don't do anything. They don't even think Oyashiro-sama exists. Who cares what they think? They couldn't even solve anything. The town will just shut them up. They don't even say anything. They don't even talk to the cops anyway, dude. Freaking kidding me? No. Have you heard the news that Satoko's uncle has returned? Takano-san, who had been enjoying a few words with Tomitake-san, was caught unaware by my sudden inquiry.
ごめんなさい。
Oh, I'm sorry.
今なんて？
What was that?
あ、いえ、聡子の両親がたたり殺されて、おばもたたり殺されて。
Satoko's parents were killed by the curse, and her aunt too.
だったら順番的には次はおじの番かなって思ったんです。
So, I was wondering if maybe if you went in order, her uncle could be next.
去年のたたりでおばが無残な死に方をし、それに恐れをなして町に逃げていたやつですよ。
Her aunt had a miserable death from the curse last year, and her uncle let his fear take over and fled into town, right?
お社様は確か村を捨てて逃げ出そうとするのは許さなかったですよね。
Oyashiro-sama doesn't allow people to try and abandon the village, does he? I hadn't intended to be quite this persistent, but those words, they just flowed out of my mouth without me thinking about it. Right. Oyashiro-sama's curse. I didn't believe in something so unrealistic, of course, but the fact was that every year, unfortunate accidents and incidents happen to the enemies of the village. Like Takano-san said just now, it happened 4 times. Yeah, we could do a 5th. We could do a 5th. Yeah. No one could say that there wouldn't be a 5th.
面白い説ね。
That's an interesting suggestion.
確かに過去の犠牲者を見れば北条姓が多いのは事実。
It is true that if you look at those sacrificed in previous years, the named Hojo come up quite frequently.
その延長として考えれば、今年は叔父が死ぬか消えるかする可能性は否めないわね。
Given how long it's gone for, her uncle being the one to die or disappear this year isn't out of the question.
もう高野さんは
Not again, Takano-san.
起こるかもしれない不幸を笑う
Don't
のは良
laugh
くな
about
いよ
it. It could really happen, bro.
ごめんなさいね。
I'm sorry.
でもお社様のたたりは私のライフワークだし。
But Oyashiro-sama's curse is my life's work.
Takano-san gave off a mysterious, somehow intellectual impression, and her life's work was mysterious in its own right. She probably really liked inexplicable supernatural phenomena or something.
高野さんはお社様のたたりに詳しそうですね。
Takano-san, you seem like you know a lot about Oyashiro-sama.
どうでしょ
Give me your honest thoughts.
う。北条の
Given that
帰ってきたおじ
he's a
が
Hojo
たたりに遭う可能性は。
and that he's returned, what are the chances that the uncle will fall to the curse?
あら何？
My, what?
そのおじさんを殺したくて仕方がないみたいね。
You seem like you really want this uncle of hers dead.
そんなんじゃないです。
That's not. Yeah, I think you have a misunderstanding here. I just want to pray for it. I don't want to do it.
どうだろうね。
I wonder.
神様の気まぐれ次第だからね。
It all depends on the whims of God, bro.
前原くん、
Marebara-kun,
サンタクロースの正体は知ってる？
do you know the true identity of Santa Claus? 何これ？何？
Huh? I got a strange question all of a sudden, and I couldn't immediately answer.
なに知らないの？
What? You don't know?
パパよ。
It's your daddy.
She ruined it! She's a liar. She's a liar. My daddy wouldn't know how to wrap all them gifts. My daddy wouldn't know. My dad. Oh my god, my mama, she can't wrap gifts either. It was you and me? Yeah. It was not my daddy. It was not my daddy. Oh man. I can't wrap gifts. My mom is the only one that can. I cannot wrap gifts, so I am on tape duty. So I have to be the one to get out the pieces of tape and go cut them all out and have them lined up so that other people who have better spatial awareness of the package may do the thing that they do. Because I cannot. Gift bags are the best way, but they're not fun to open. They're not fun to open. They're not fun. Anyway.
What? You don't know? It's your daddy.
みんなの家のパパ。
The daddies in everyone's family.
なんだ
What? Oh, hold on now. Hold on. You're telling me this for the first time. Hold on. It's my dad?
そういう意味ですか
That's what you meant.
そりゃそうですよ
Well, of course.
どんなものの正体だって最終的には人間です
Everything ultimately comes down to humans in the end.
だってここは人間しかいない世界なんですから
After all, humans are the only ones living in the world.
全ての現象は人間で解明できるはずです
All strange things should be explainable in terms of human actions. I felt like I put that somewhat strangely, but Takano-san was not as dissatisfied with my reply as I might have guessed.
あら、その年齢のうちからそれに気づけるなんてなかなかね。
Oh.
その通りよ。
Oh. It's impressive that you've caught on to that at such a young age. You're right.
人間の世で起こる現象は、すべて人間の都合で人間が起こす。
Strange things that happen in the world of man are all caused by man for his own benefit.
では前原くん、もう一度尋ねるわよ。
Marabara-kun, I'll ask you again.
今度はサンタクロースじゃなくて、お社様。
This time, not Santa Claus, but Oyashiro-sama.
お社様のたたりの正体は
Do you
何
know...
かわかるかしら？
Do you know anything about who Oyashiro-sama is?
Takano-san took a step towards me and gazed into my eyes as she asked. Santa Claus was really the parents of every family's children. If lionizing that legend was a corporate tactic to try and profit during Christmas sales, then what was Oyashiro-sama really?
あら、あなたが言ったのよ。
Oh, didn't you already say?
ここは人間しかいない世界だって。
There are only humans in this world.
すべての現象は人間で解明できるって。
Everything can be explained by human actions, right?
圭一君
Marabara-kun.
ここだけの話だよ
Keep this to yourself, okay, bro?
高野さんはねお社様のたたりをめぐる一連の連続開始事件をね
KG, this year you're gonna be Santa.
Thank you, Gail. That's what this is all about. That's what this is all about. Oh.
Marabara-kun, keep this to yourself, okay, bro? This string of freak death incidents attributed to Oyashiro-sama's curse.
ひなみ沢の村人が何かの儀式に基づいて行っている人為的殺人事件でないかと見ているんだよ。
Takano-san's view is that they may be premeditated homicides performed by the people of Hinamizawa based on some kind of ceremony.
誤解しないでね。
No, don't misunderstand me.
私はそれに至る教義や思想、文化を民族学的見地から研究することがライフワークなの。
My life's work is to research teachings, thoughts, and cultures from the viewpoint of folklorism.
別に犯人が誰かなんてことには全く興味がないのよ。
I don't really care about who the culprit really is.
そこだけ勘違いしないでちょうだいね。
Just keep that in mind, please.
I could tell only that she was saying some crazy stuff. To use a food analogy, like you'd force feed a duck to be fattened, she forced her own words down my throat. That's what it felt like.
そもそもそれを理解するためには、ひなみ沢村が鬼ヶ淵村と呼ばれていた古代にまで遡らなければならない。
To understand that in the first place, you have to go all the way back to ancient times when Hinamizawa was called Onigafuchi, or the Demon's Abyss.
鬼と血を交わらせたと信じる半人半鬼の仙人たちが。
The transcendents who lived there believed themselves to carry the blood of demons, so they were only half human.
Takano-san, having entered her home field, leaned forward and began to speak of ridiculous matters. Tomitake-san realized she was overawing? Is that a word? Is that a word, Chad? Overawing me and interrupted for me.
高野さん、高野さん。
Takano-san.
その話を
You
いきな
just
り建
chatter
築
about
に
that
しても
stuff to Manabata-san.
ほら、彼も
Manabata-kun.
面食らってるよ。
Look, bro, he's really confused, bro.
あら、そう？
Oh my, are you?
続きに興味があったらいつでも言ってね。
If you want to hear more, ask me anytime.
前原くんくらいの年頃の男の子が好きそうな猟奇的なお話がてんこ盛りなんだから。
Oh, awing is an awe. Thank you, you know.
I have heaps of the grotesque stories that boys your age seem to love hearing.
ありがとうございます。
Arigatou gozaimasu.
気が向いたらそのうちに。
If I feel like it, I will. For now, I softly and safely gave my refusal. No, I don't want to listen to your gross shit, lady. I don't want to listen to your gross shit. I just want to know if somebody's about to get whacked. Takano-san seemed a little unhappy about Tomitake-san had rained on her parade, but she stopped talking about it then. Even so, it was still a very interesting story. That Oyashiro-sama's curse, which we thought of as strange freak deaths, were really homicides, perpetrated by people of the village.
まあその常識的に考えればそうですよね。
Well, I mean, if you thought about it logically, it would have to be.
たたりなんかで人が死ぬはずない。
People wouldn't be dying because of a curse.
誰かがたたりになぞらえて殺してるに決まってます。
Someone's obviously killing people and making it look like one.
そうね。
Indeed.
それが誰なのかは研究しない方が無難ね。
Indeed. As for who that is, it might be safer not to try and find out.
高野さんは知ってそうですね。
You seem like you know, Takano-san.
証拠はないまでも確信を持っているくらいには。
You may not have proof, but you seem like you believe it.
あら、どうしてそう思うのかしら？
Oh my. Why do you think that?
I just kind of felt it vaguely. In my bones. It didn't seem like her extreme passion for this research would calm down just because these things were taboo, or because it was safer or easier. Safer and easier. Oh, I need a stretch. This person loved walking through the profound, forbidden abyss of risks and taboos.
それくらいにしなよ、ケイチ君。
Let's leave it at that, Keiichi-kun.
せっかく助けてあげたのに、またお社様の
I
た
just
たりの
helped you
話が始まっ
escape,
ちゃう
bro.
よ。
And now you're trying to talk about Oyashiro-sama again?
涼しいうちに散策に行きたかったのにな。
I just wanted to take a nice walk while it was still cool, bro. Oh my gosh, it's BB. How you doing? Thanks for the raid. Hi, everybody. Hi. I was about to end it, but you know what? We can keep going. We can keep going. We can keep going. Why not? Hello, Raiders. Why not?
Hello everybody.
5 more minutes. Yeah, 5 more minutes. We're reading a VN. It is called Higurashi When They Cry. I have a playlist if you want to go through it. Be my guest. We are we're in some shit. I am Keiichi Manabata, aka Captain Seiba Hojo, and I'm trying to figure out if my friend's uncle will be murdered because I want him dead. Yeah. Simple as. That's basically what this one is. Oh, and I'm the evilest VTuber that ever VTubed. And
I'm a voice actor. Hello, everyone. That's something.
Deadly Capsule donated $5 to the
Arigato.
most wickedest
I like your
Sawashama.
PSP, by the way.
So basically, Hinamijawa is a demon redneck town occupied
Yes.
by a Yakuza clan
Yes.
with the occasional ghost possession.
Yes, that's what it is. If you believe that there is an Oyashiro-sama, it could just be they think that they're demons, but they're not demons. But then the second chapter wouldn't make sense. Yeah. So I guess there is. I guess we confirmed it. I don't know.
Tomitake-san seemed a little disappointed not to be able to go on the date he'd planned since I brought up a weird topic. Oh, I'm sorry, bro. I'm cock blocking. I gotta get out of here. I'm cock blocking. But right now, there was something I wanted to ask. Just for a little bit. And that was about whether Satoko's uncle will be chosen for the curse this year. If he was, then another miracle would happen. Just like last year. A miracle! I wanted someone dead. It's a miracle. A terrible incident would happen again, but it would release Satoko from her unfortunate circumstances once more.
まあ
Well,
もちろんおそらくあの辺りの人たちが関わってるんだろうなっていう憶測は持ってるわよ。
I do have a few suspicions as to the kind of people who would probably become involved, of course.
鬼ヶ淵村の歴史を研究していれば自然と至る必然的結末。
It's a natural, inevitable conclusion for anyone who's researched the history of the Onigafuchi village.
それは誰です？
Who do you mean? What would I do if I knew? I'd pay them. I'd give them a pat on the back. I'd be like, you go, killer, you go. You go, killer. I'd be their fucking cheerleader, bro. Are you kidding me, bro? I asked that question to the other me deep inside, but got no reply. Yeah, he shut the fuck up. That's what the fuck he did.
熱心ね。
How enthusiastic.
それを知ってどうするつもりかし
What
ら？
would you do if you knew?
別に。
Nothing, really.
知ったらあなたにも危険が降りかかるかもしれないわよ。
If you found out, You might get into danger yourself, you know.
5年目のたたりはあなただったりして。
Maybe the 5th year's curse would be you.
Takano-san, toying with taboo, gave a devilish, satisfied smile, as though nothing in the world would be more amusing. She was probably trying to tease me, but I didn't feel like going along with her game, with her little game one bit.
偉そうな能書きでもったいぶってますが、高野さんだってよくは分かってないみたいじゃないですか。
You talk pretty big, but you don't really know yourself, do you, Takano-san? I felt a tinge of irritation at Takano-san's roundabout way of speaking. But those emotions escaped my mouth, like water flowing through a strainer. Even I was surprised at how directly I had spoken out about what I felt. This whole chapter is so good because we're at the 3rd chapter, by the way, if you don't know. He's been just saying how he fucking actually feels, you know? And it's getting to a boiling point. And it's crazy just how much he's pushed back at people, you know? Of course, I wasn't the only one taken aback. He's just saying shit.
Oh my.
言ってくれるわね。
You're something.
坊やなのに挑発までできるの？
You may be just a boy, but you could still provoke people.
意外に野生的ね。
How unexpectedly rugged.
嫌いじゃないわよ。そういうの。
I don't dislike people like that, you know.
Takano-san's tongue poked out of her mouth, and she was convinced that it was long. And I was convinced that it was long, thin, and split in the middle like a snake's. Yeah, she's a snake. A sneaky snake woman.
ならいいわ。
All right.
教えてあげてもよくってよ。
I'll tell you then.
でも、教えてあげる前に3つ誓ってもらうわ。
You have to promise me 3 things first.
私が何を教えても後悔しない。
1. Not to regret it, no matter what I tell you.
口外しない。
2. Not to tell it to anyone.
私が言ったなんて
3.
絶対言わない。
Not to tell anyone I told you.
I gulped firmly and nodded. Tomitake-san made an exaggerated expression of distress, gave a dry, vague smile, and lit a cigarette.
教えてください。
Please, tell me.
たたりを下しているのは誰です？
Who is putting this curse on people? Is it me? No way if it's me. Who do you think it... Who do you think it is? We're gonna wait. Quick save. Menu. Who do you think it is?
I'm gonna take a sip of water, baby.
If it's me, because it would kind of make sense. Kinda. I don't know. Oh man, Sawa, it's midnight, please. You know what? It is midnight, and we've been at this for 5 extra minutes. I should end it here. Yeah, I should end it here. Oh my gosh, it is time for bed, Grandma. Thank you for reminding me.
Thank you for reminding me, Sonny. Thank you. So we're gonna go now. I'm gonna save this. And we'll find out what she thinks. We'll find out. Yeah. Let me go to the basement. Okay. So, I want to thank you guys for being here. I want to thank you for the no-nos. I hope you guys had a good weekend and have an even better week. Cause yeah, I might be doing some more gorillas soon. Some more gorillas of BioShock. You guys have been enjoying them. Thank you. I've just been silly with it. I know my style of playing them has been weird,
But I just want to test the game, baby.
So yeah, everybody have a good night. And bye-bye. Bye-bye. I'll slash. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, baka. Bye. Bye-bye, baka. Bye-bye, baka. Bye. 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 Yeah.